The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58, come on.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now Elway on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Greystone, travel.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Alert 3, alert 3.
5.
Now Elway to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Check 31, check 31.
Elway now off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's picked up by the Broncos. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football.
Ready.
That's all he needed to do.
Watch 55. Ready.
On first down, Davis. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Don't get nervous. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, echo.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Be driven.
Now it's Elway. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Elway. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
White, 89.
Now Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
80 weapons. Check. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Protein spill. Snap.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Matt Davis. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Davis now. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to run you. Hey, dude.
Run you over. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, switch gears. Slam.
Let go.
Here's Elway. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All day, dog.
To throw is Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Back.
Hey, Rocket.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 13. Check 13.
Topper.
Check. Crunch. Check.
Shoot.
They'll run with Davis. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
You got nothing. Check 26. Check 23.
218. Chopper. Bravo.
55.
Yep.
55. I'm going to come back to you.
Lee Griffin.
Now it's Elway. Caught right side, Davis. Now Davis fumbles it and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Here's Elway to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
10 Lobo. Check 6-6. Bullet high.
Check 99.
Snap.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. $12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Rivers to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, let's get in that hole. Check 43.
Alpha!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the ready.
Mike 55. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Flood.
Greystone, travel.
Nickel.
Right up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
61, matchbox, light, get it.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Focus, defense, focus. Watch that.
General West. Hey, Delta.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming for you.
Ready.
Now Elway.
He's checking crack. Shoot.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Coming this way. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Elway. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing on second down. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Rivers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Check it back.
Zero.
43 is the Mike. Here we go. Mike's 43.
Play fake. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
White! White, 89!
Now Rivers on 4th down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Broncos 2-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Badgley on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Broncos 19, Chargers 13. Michael Badgley will kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Ready? 80 weapon.
It's been a long day for you. Joker, 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 Joker.
Well thrown. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go, go.
Kill. Show it up.
Out of the gun, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. From the gun, a give to Davis. A beautiful fake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. True draw quarter.
Again, it's Davis. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Pick the edge. Go. Check.
Get it.
From the gun, Elway. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready.
On first down, it's Davis. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go again with Davis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Denver, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is like that, and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank.